Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is Wisdom Wednesday, February 7th, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. I'm feeling like a dominatrix in this latex today. This is something different than what I had on yesterday. Yesterday it was more lacy. This one is more latex. I wanted to do something different. So, without further ado, she's back so that we can catch up in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Elin Margareta Nordin. Hi, Madeline. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Thank
Hello. Welcome back, beautiful. Welcome to the dollhouse again.
you. Thank you so much for inviting me back again.
I had such a great time with you the last time. I'd be remiss if I didn't invite you on. This is my 18th season, and we are now in 2024. So, before we get into catching up and our little girl chat and everything, how has 2024 been for you so far? We're now in February, and then
Mhm.
before you know it, March will be here. So, shout outs to my brother Kwame Speaks. Hey, baby. Make sure you guys go and check out Pyro Media Network. If you need anything that's going on in the world, you can check out your news, everything there. Amazing platform, and I'm honored to know him. So please go and check him out if you are not. So back to you, Ellen. How has
Mhm.
2024 been for you so far?
It has started very interesting. So it has been a roller coaster, and I'm just very excited for it to continue. That is how excited I am. There's a lot of things that has started to move, and I started to see a lot of things that I worked so hard for now finally has sort of like bloomed out now during 2024.
And Kwame says, "Hey, Ellen." Again, we got Kwame Speaks here. Photos by Madeline is here. And Mick Original Magazine UK. And speaking of things happening, you said unexpected. You
Mhm.
gave us a sickening photo shoot, girl, in this gown, which is the cover photo for the flyer that I made for you. So,
Yeah.
what was the inspiration? The last time we talked in our girl talk here, we talked about black and white photos and
Mhm.
capturing the essence and beauty. But this
Yeah.
one, it has color. So where
Yeah.
did the inspiration come from for this
Well, it's actually from Mickey. And she wanted, because I'm from Sweden and Madeline is from Sweden, it's a lot of snow here
one?
and it's very cold. And I talked so much about like snow, and then she mentioned, oh, it would be so fun to have a photo shoot shot out like pictured with you in the snow. And so I talked Madeline into going out in the freezing cold and taking photos, both, in that gown. And it took us 2 days to shoot it because that gown is actually a bridal gown. Like I used it at one of my sister's weddings because I was a bridesmaid. And it was so we took that photo, and then we decided, okay, we're gonna take more. So we decided to take another day to take pictures. Very old time, very like old fashioned black and white pictures. That one was pretty much Mickey, and uh, it was just like very different from what we've done, previously.
Whereas before it was like very classic, very mod.
Hmm.
Think that's why I compared you to a Silkstone Barbie the last time we were here because they're so classic. And if you go back and you look in the like 60s fashion, you can thank Twiggy, you can thank all of the designers that came out. House that all of them they had black and white photos and they are gorgeous. But this one right here, you said you did this one in the cold and the snow where you're at, and you had on heels. So the thing about it is, beauty is pain. In order to capture that beautiful image, you have to go through the struggle. So I know all too well about it, girl. But the photos came out gorgeously. And Mix sent them over to me. She said she wants to use this photo. And I said, oh my God, she looks gorgeous in this picture. And what stood out was the color of the gown. It was like a plum color, which is
Mm-hmm.
definitely a staple for this type of season that we're having. Of course, Valentine's Day won't be here until next week, but that color is definitely a standout color for this fashion season. And I'm pretty sure you guys can see that on the runway because New York Fashion Week is coming up. So, are you excited and what are you expecting from this year's Fashion Week? Because we just got through with Paris Couture Week. So, what are you looking forward to as far as fashion trends for the year of 24?
Oh, I think like that, you know, more I want it to be I've seen that they've come out with a lot of Barbie after the Barbie movie, so that is very exciting to see. But I I think I want to see flattering, outfits. Even if it's like a lot of like I have a lot of poofy, like shoulders, like, my clothes and dresses, that can sometimes like, stand out. I still want to see that, but I still want to see it's being flattering to the person using it and to the material. I want, I, I want, the clothes that someone designs, that comes out now. I want it to be, that they think of that anybody can wear it, anybody can feel beautiful in it, and I love everything. I love clothes. I love playing with clothes. So, you know, if I see clothes, I just walk in. I had to walk out of a store today just because I was like, I'm gonna buy clothes. I need to leave. So I'm looking forward to anything that comes out now.
I miss Stevie and I'm a shopaholic and I understand too, Ellen. I love fashion. Like I was texting shout outs to Tony Holly over the weekend. I was saying I was getting my closet organized because as women, we have so many options in our closet. It's like dresses everywhere. And I know for me, I've over the quarantine, the pandemic, after it became over, I started ordering a lot of gowns and dresses and stuff online to wear on the show.
Mhm,
And I'm just like, where am I going to put it? So I had to put some stuff in storage, and then I had to give some stuff away, and then I had to make room for the new items because each season fashion changes, and we all have so many options. And Mick
mhm,
says all of your photos are awesome. With Madeline Wickstrom as the photographer, Madeline did a stunning job. And that's why when you were here the last time, I said she reminds me so much of a Silkstone Barbie. If you guys have not seen the Barbie doll, a Silkstone Barbie, it's like pearlescent, which is if you go and you look at the Margiela show that they did in Paris, the models actually came out with like the beautiful glass. Kudos to Pat McGrath. She did a fabulous job because the models literally looked like porcelain dolls. It was gorgeous and the silhouettes. So I see what you were saying about it wanting to be form fitting instead of just letting the fashion. I love things that show off my curves because I'm 5'7", believe it or not. I'm a 5'7" girl. I'm kind of tall,
mhm,
and it's always things that make me look not in proportion. I try to wear things that'll make me look very proportionate because for us tall girls out here, it is definitely a job having to find things that fit us. And when you look online and you order something and it's in your wrong size, that's even the most worst at all. And you have to go back and even when you go in the store, you try it on and you're just like, I've had that same issue before too, and I'm just like,
mhm.
should I get this? And then you'll have to ask one of your friends, and they'll tell you, yeah, I get it. Splurge a little. So I see what you're saying
Yeah.
about finding things that are form fitting because I've had that problem too. That's why when I first started this platform, I would always be in a blouse and I would wear some capris or anything that would cover my leg. Whereas now you see a big difference from when I first started to now in the 2024 era where fashion has definitely taken a toll and my style has changed throughout the years. Do you ever go back and look at some of your childhood photos? Because who was it? It was Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore recreated one of her childhood photos, and she had with the pearl necklace. She did it for InStyle magazine, and it was fabulous. So, do you ever go back and look at any of your childhood photos and be like, "Why did my mom dress me in that?" Because even as a baby, I'm just like, "Oh my God, my hair!" And who chose me in that outfit? So, have you ever done that?
I mean, actually gone back and looked at some of the, photos when I grew up. I had two older sisters, and I looked at those photos too. And my mom was very good at like making sure that the clothes that we wore would be like very different, very like that we would stand out. So some of the dresses that I wore could be like, I was like, oh, that is so cute. And then when you were like 14 years old, you don't want to wear that. And now when you're older, you're just like, actually, that is really awesome clothes. Um, but I remember when I was a teen and I was like 14, 15 years old, and there was the whole emo thing. I was never an emo, but
Oh yeah.
there was all the shirts, and everybody was like, oh yeah, we're gonna listen to, like Blink 182 and Fall Out Boy, and um, it's it was very different because I could see like the hair when you had the hair, and you're
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
over the eye. Yep.
why were they like some parts of the hair back? And it's like I was like, I'm so lucky that my parents said like you can't cut your hair like that, like having like half of the hair like standing up like that and cut here and there. So I'm happy that I never went through something like that, but I did color my hair. But I think I've been quite lucky in dresses, and clothes, like why did I dress like that? But I've seen photos of my mom during the 80s, and I was like, why? Why did you dress like that?
The shoulder pads. You said the 80s. The 80s was all about the shoulder pads. The
Hmm.
everybody wanted the what was it? The Farrah Fawcett. The
Hmm.
like how my hair is. The
Hmm.
wild hair. And you just like, oh my God, why did I perm my hair that way? And neon colors and
Hmm.
prints. But what's so crazy is all of these looks that were in the 80s and the 60s, it's like you see a reincarnation of it on the runway at New York Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week. And it's just like,
Hmm.
wow, the trend is coming back. It's never left. It's always been here. Like denim.
Yeah.
My mom was talking to me. Me and my mom was talking last week, and she bought me this jean jacket, and I still haven't yet worn it yet. And she's just like, why don't you do a denim day on Friday? Because every Friday, if you guys watch some of the past episodes, I would always do like a t-shirt on Friday instead of putting on like a dress or a gown like throughout the weekdays. I would do like a t-shirt and just keep it simple. She said, why don't you do denim on Friday? And denim's never left. Jeans, we all
Hmm.
know about boyfriend jeans. If you
Hmm.
guys are a big Bananarama fan like I am, um, they were big on they were big on the boyfriend jeans, like the hip hugging jeans. A lot of those trends are coming back. They never left. So your mom was on point in the cute.
Yeah. I mean, eh, I think like this. I think clothes should be fun and that we should play around with it. And you're right about like the 80s are coming back and the 60s and 70s are also coming back. And it's I guarantee when we're like in our 60s and 70s, we're gonna look at that and we're gonna be like, why did we dress like that? And but clothes should be worn. We should appreciate it. We should have fun, and we should be able to look at it and say, like, why did we dress like that? Maybe we can dress something very differently, like take that shirt together with something different. So it will still look 80s, but be different. So, I
Yes,
yeah.
it repeats itself. And I would go back and look at some of my mom's pictures. Like I said on one of the episodes, my mom would always match her eyeshadow to a blouse that she wore. And my grandmother remembers those things. Her mom remembers those things about her. And she'd look at a picture of me because me and my mom look just alike. And one thing, because my mom would look at my eyeshadow and she said it's not matching because she would always match hers to a blouse or anything that she was wearing. And then she stopped wearing makeup throughout the years. Now she's starting to get back into it because she sees it on me. Like I'm the doppelganger of her. You say you're your mom's twin, and I literally am. And I said, beauty, your makeup doesn't necessarily have to match your clothes. That's only if you want to. Have fun with it. Like you said, like Ellen just said, which is fashion is fun. And for me, dressing every day for everybody coming on doing the interviews is something that I love to do. I love to look good. I love to look, and it's all about confidence. Fashion is all about confidence. Going into the room, and Ellen also just said it, not letting the garments wear you. You bring the clothes to life when you step into any event or red carpet or business meeting. Wherever you go, you bring the runway with you. And what I mean by that is fashion should be a form of escape. And that comes from Alexander McQueen. He said the fashion should be a form of escapism. And it is an art. So when you dress, you definitely dress for yourself because you know that when you look good, it makes you feel happy. And when you're happy, it makes other people feel happy and confident as well too. So that is definitely a thing. Now, we covered, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna agree with you because I've I've heard like when people say if you dress up or if you put makeup on or if you look really nice, who are you gonna date? Who are you gonna go out with? And I feel like, what if I one day just want to put makeup on? Of course, I want to
Right.
look good for, man, like, but at the same time, I can also want to look good. I don't want to look like a mop, like that I have my hair like, looking dead. And, it's sometimes I just want to wear it, makeup and have nice clothes on and just for me. And sometimes it can be like, yeah, I'm going on a date, like, so it's, even if I look like, a monster when I wake up, doesn't mean that I have to look like a monster like when I leave the house, So clothes and makeup and hair and who you are should all combine together and be like happy and fun. And you should just have so much fun with it and enjoy it.
And your mom has all girls, so I'm pretty sure that it was easy in the household. I had brothers and I had sisters as well too. So I'm pretty sure brothers wouldn't know how to contour or highlight or sculpt or any of that. I had to learn for myself going to beauty school, and that's how I learned how to do makeup, learn how to do hair and nails and all of these things. It's very different dressing everybody, but every what I love about my mom and my parents is that they allowed us each to develop our own sense of style. I know me and my brother
Mhm.
are two individuals. And I know out of all of my siblings, I would be the one that loves the most drama. And I say that is my code word for couture fashion. I love to stand out. I like to be the brightest crayon in the box. I want to be different. I dare to be different. Whereas my other siblings would go more so toned down. I would be the one, and I told this and I said this in my interview with Roger Amius Jr. Monday. I said, everybody else is gonna show up to brunch. If they going to lunch or going out to dinner or on a date, and you say come dress casual, I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna be the one I'm probably gonna take because I love Sarah Jessica Parker. You guys know that I am a big Sex in the City fan.
Mm.
He asked me a question at the end of the interview. He said, "Are you Carrie, Samantha, or are you Miranda?" I said, "I am definitely the Carrie of the group. You tell me not to show up to brunch or lunch or dinner or family event, wherever, I'm gonna come with the whole shebang. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be in a tulle gown, and you're gonna be like, what is she doing?" I've always have to add a little drama and color to life and have fun with it. Like,
Yeah.
she's a fashion influencer here on the gram. Her name is Iris Apfel, and she is like, well, over over 50, and she is showcasing fashion, representing fashion. She is decking it up. Like, fashion should be about fun and having fun and experimenting and going back and looking through those phases, because I know I would go back and look at some of my childhood photos, some of my high school photos, and I'm just like, God, why did I wear that? But I see the progression throughout then until now. And now I must say I've understood the assignment, as everyone is saying, because it took a lot of growth, and fashion is about confidence. So walk into a room with whatever color it is. I know there were certain colors that I would not wear, and I'm just like, oh my God, why I don't like this color. Green was one of the colors that I totally dreaded wearing, but now I absolutely fell in love with green and blue. And that's what it's about, experimenting with different things that are out of your comfort zone that you wouldn't typically try. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, fashion dolls, what's next? You gave us this gorgeous photo shoot. You've got your podcast. What else are you working on in the year of 24?
Well, I mentioned it last time on the horror series that I work with my friend Paul Bagnall, the Frenzied Quill. Um, we are finishing that one up, and we hopefully, like, it has been sent out to film festivals, and we hopefully we're working on getting we will get a company to say yes to it so we can start filming soon. And I'm also in development for a short film, uh, and that I'm working on with another actress named Anna Maria Victorson. And I am in the process of waiting for another movie to start filming that uh, I work with Mark Denham. So that's what I'm doing now. And I also have a lot of auditions coming up, and I'm singing in a choir.
Okay. So there you have it, and your podcast. So balancing it out, what else are you wishing for more of in the year of 24? You've got your films coming out, you've got your podcast, your project short film is going to be in the film festival. So all of these things are coming up, lining up for you. What else are you manifesting for this year?
Um, well, traveling back to the States. I have plans to travel. I just need to decide which month I'm going and also where I'm going. I love LA, but I've been there. I used to live there, and I feel like I want to go somewhere else. So I'm now choosing between New Orleans, Florida, Atlanta, New York. So I'm just waiting for that, or maybe Chicago to see that. I did a research on my family history, and we have family in Chicago, so it's I don't know. There is a lot of things like traveling back to the States, but also continue working, getting the series uh, to be backed up by a company to start filming that. Continue filming a lot of more, doing a lot more photo shoots. We have a few, photo shoots planned. Me and Madeline. Going back to London and filming with Mark again. So there's a lot of stuff that uh, I have plans here for 2024, and also do more episodes, longer episodes of my podcast.
And we support it, girls. So I can't wait to see these photo shoots and so many things. Do we have any questions for myself or Ellen? This was such a great girl talk and catching up with you in this year. I've got to have you back on again and again. And I had Mark on the show. Mark was kind of shy, and I kind of had to break him out of his shell a little bit. And overall, we had a great time. So just like now, we're having a good time. This girl talk was needed. It was so therapeutic. You are
Yeah.
a breath of fresh air. always talking to you and Mick is just like a breath of fresh air. And Madeline, always a pleasure to see you. So, do you guys have any questions for myself? And are there any gems that you would like to give to up and coming filmmakers that are following their passions and in pursuit of their dreams? What are some gems that you would like to leave
Um, it, it I've said it before. Continue working. Connect. Uh, be not be afraid to ask, like I did with, like when I asked, does anyone know a photographer because I need to take some photos, headshots, and I just asked a few people that I worked with at my side job, and suddenly I heard a voice, I do it, and it was Madeline, and I turned around and she looked at me and I looked at her and we are like, okay, and then just continue studying, continue working, and just love it. Just be happy in this job. And if you feel it in here, always trust your gut about something that you want to do. Or if you don't want to do it, then don't do it, or do it if you really know for sure, and not be afraid of asking questions. And
them?
yeah, I also want to say one more thing. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but when
No,
it comes when it comes to filming, it takes a lot of time to film. So just because we film a movie, that doesn't mean it's going to be magically out within 24 hours. I mean, there are films who are that because, like they have that time to work or they are in a competition. But it takes a lot of time, and sometimes you have to sit and wait. And if you sit and wait, then you're just going to sit and wait. So don't sit and wait. Just continue working. Just continue moving forward. It's only you who can stop yourself, and you who can move yourself forward.
girl, nothing but a word you just said. That was a whole word. And to add on to what she just said, today's final thought comes from Amanda Gorman. She says, there is always light if we are brave enough to see it, if only we are enough to be it. So it goes back to what she just said. Go after your passions, go after your dreams, and it's never too late. And I know a lot of people, they're just like, when they get a certain age in this business, they're just like, I want to stop doing I think I don't want to. I don't think I'm old enough to do this, or I'm old, young enough. It's always a misconception. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, you are enough, and that's why I posted the quote that I posted this morning, which was, I said that with the caption, I said, "You're worthy. You are enough." So to anybody out here who feels though they're insecure about a situation and they don't feel that their value, you are enough. You are whole enough. And that is my advice to anybody. If and like Ellen just said, filmmaking, a lot of people think that, oh, why is it taking so long for the filmmakers, directors, and producers take their time mastering their craft. So it's not just going to be like a hot pocket where you put it in the microwave and that's just going to be it. No, it's going to take time to build up these projects. Just like with me, I had to plan this season. I've been planning this season since my birthday, since my 30th birthday last year, 2023. It goes all the way back. So we've been had this in the works, getting the guest book, getting everything looks, all of that together. So it's a lot that goes into planning whatever it is that you're creating. And to all of the artists out here, directors, producers, filmmakers, we salute you. And like Ellen says, it's not going to be easy. So remember that, Fashion Dolls. And before we let our beautiful guests go, Ellen, where can everyone follow you and check out your project?
Um, well, they can find me on my social media. So I'm on TikTok. You can just write my entire name. It's Elin Margareta Nordin. I'm on Instagram. It used to be called Twitter, but now it's X. I still
Yeah.
call it Twitter. Um, I'm on Snapchat. I'm not very active on that. Sometimes I show up and just like post a photo, but uh, Threads I'm on also. So it's pretty much my entire name. You can just Google it and you're gonna find it. Uh, with my movies, some are on YouTube, some are on uh, Vimeo on demand, and we have a few work, to get them, on other like streaming platforms. So, and my podcast is on Spotify. It's called The Untitled Show by EMN.
Y'all need to go and check it out. Definitely go and check it out and support everything that she's doing. A big thank you again to Elin for this amazing girl talk. We're gonna have you on again. I'm gonna talk to Mick and we're gonna have you back on again because again, talking to you is like a breath of fresh air. And that's what I want my girl talks to be. So therapeutic for the guests, the viewers that are watching as well too. And joining me tomorrow, we are going to talk music with Julian J. He is going to be here with me tomorrow. Friday, Mick is going to be on the show. So it's been an amazing lineup this week. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys subscribe to Style by Stevie Daytime on YouTube. Hit that bell so you'll be notified when new interviews are uploaded. I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow at 4 p.m. Make sure you guys set your reminders. I will see you then. Take care, everyone.